Okay, who's ever shaming people for using personal lubricants and lube for sex acts needs to freaking knock it off. There, I said it. I'm Melissa Mango with Sex, Love, and Rocking the Soul, and today's video is about ding 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 lubrication, personal, slippery, delicious, wet lubes. There seems to be an undertone of shaming, a little bit of shaming going on within the community of sexuality and exploring and this and that. There seems to be a little bit of shaming going on around those who use lubrications for sex acts. Listen, there are some sex acts out there that just require you using some lube. Anal sex is one of them, or anal play. You need to use lubricant. Your butthole does not lube itself. Not really. And spit is not enough. You could hurt yourself. You could hurt the partner. It's not good. So use it. When I was younger, in my early days, I used to think that using personal lube and lubricant was for old people. I thought it was for dried up and shriveled up and floating away kind of people, people that were just like old, which is such bullshit. Lubricant can be kind of like a sexy ingredient to a dish. It's really lovely. It's like when you get body work done, adding a really nice sensual oil just makes it even more pleasurable. There's something about the feeling on the skin. And sometimes lubrication inside of a woman's vagina does not come all the way out. So I like to use it on the outside first, okay? So let's talk about first why you wouldn't be getting lubricated as a cis woman. Why there wouldn't be some natural lubrication. There's all kinds of reasons. A couple of them that do happen to women are if you're going through menopause, your hormones are shifting around, things are changing, things may not be the same anymore, and you're going to need to use some lubrication possibly. Diet is a big one. What you put in your body affects your tissues. It affects this whole little system. I mean, for instance, when I eat certain foods, I smell different, or there'll be crusties in my eye, or my vagina may not be as wet. If I drink wine and stuff, I definitely notice a difference in my body. When I don't drink enough water, I'm like, that affects everything. Your diet, it's important. Also, the time in which your cycle. Where are you in your cycle? You may be more lubricated than other days, so pay attention to that. If you're on any medications, birth control being one of them, these can have a lot of effects on the way that your pussy responds or how it will moisturize itself. So pay attention to that. These are natural things that happen, or average regular things that can happen inside of a woman that would cause her to not respond sexually or not respond by getting wet. Now, I want to also say that a woman's response, whether she's wet or dry, is not always an indicator if she's totally turned on or not. So there's a lot that goes into that. So most of this video is about getting rid of the shame around using lubrication, because I think it's really sexy to use and it could be really awesome. Now, I'm not saying to override your natural desire. If you're not really feeling it, you're not into the person, you don't want to do the sex act, or you're just kind of faking it, don't stuff it with lube and do it anyway. That's kind of silly. And I think that's what a lot of people are kind of getting at, the ones that are kind of doing the shaming around using lubrication. They want you, I imagine, they want you to really get in touch with how you're actually feeling. Really get in touch with your pussy. What is she, or he, if you want to call it, what is she really saying, But if you have these other things going on, like the menopause, the diet, the medications and stuff like that, use lubrication. There's no shame in that. But if you say you're with a partner and it's a fuck yes that you want to be there, but say you're going through emotional stuff and your body's not responding, lubrication can be really nice. Now, if you want to take some time and not get into sex acts, that's one thing. I definitely say listen to your body. If you're not really feeling it, you're not really feeling it. However, there are circles of people, like, for instance, the Tantra community and even the Taoist community, where even if you're not feeling it, but it's a fuck yes being in the partnership anyway, if you're not really feeling it, that's an even better time and more important time to really connect with your partner. So sometimes our bodies don't respond right away, or sometimes we're not in the mood. So that's when lubrication can be really nice. Can be really nice. And sometimes if we take out the expectation of sex, but use a little lube on the clitoris and use a little lubrication on the outer and inner labia, can be really, really nice. And sometimes that can like bring up some really nice feelings, and you might be into the mood. You might be more open to going there. And maybe not, and that's totally fine too. But yeah, what is up with all this shaming around using the lube? That was really bothering me. And I had some clients tell me like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to use it because by using lube, that would mean that I'm not fully tapped into my body and I'm not being my authentic sexual self. And I call bullshit. That's not always the case. In some cases, yes, in other cases, no. So don't listen to all the people that say using lubrication is bad. I think it can be really, really sexy. And here's another thing. I mean, even me with all my openness and education, all that, there's times where I don't get fully gushing wet. Sometimes I don't have time to. You know why? Is how long does it take a woman to get fully sexually aroused? It takes like 20 minutes. So there'll be some days where I'm doing dishes and laundry and watching my child and all this stuff, and I'll be just gushing, and I'm like, wait a minute, sex, I haven't thought about sex. This is so weird. That's why you can't always listen to the moisture inside of a woman's pussy if she's into it or not. There'll be other days where I'm like totally into it and I want to devour my partner, but my body may not be responding right away. So we have to like use a little bit of patience with that. And sometimes a little bit of lubrication, especially on the outside, nothing more uncomfortable than dry massage on a labia and clit. That feels awful to me anyway. And most women that I talk to, it doesn't feel very good. And like I said, sometimes the lubrication is tucked away. Sometimes it's not ready to come out yet. So use the lube. Don't feel any shame around it. It's not just for old people. It's a really nice little added bonus. But yeah, like I said earlier, don't override the true feelings that you're feeling inside. So if you're really not feeling it, you're feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling pressured, or if you're like checking out, meaning like not totally present, putting lube on top of it and going at it anyway is not always the best. You can, but you're going to find that it's not always the best. And I think that's what a lot of people are trying to get at when they're just shaming people for using lube. Anyway, so I like to help coach women on this, on how if you're someone that is having some health issues around getting wet and really feeling your body, contact me. Or if you're a woman that doesn't have all those issues, but you're having a hard time letting your body or being present in your body to where it can fully be aroused. If you're having these kind of issues, do contact me. I have a lot more to say about this. So I'm Melissa Mango with Sex, Love, and Rocking the Soul. Please watch more of my videos. They're entertaining and fun and educational. You can stalk me on Facebook and also check out Instagram. And also, this week, I launched my website. Go to sexlovesoul.com. The site is gorgeous. I'm so honored and so excited to launch it. So I hope you love it. And also, don't forget to click on Q&A and ask me anything. So thanks.